So let's talk about one more example from the homework, which is number 12. Conceptually, it has walked you through the whole process. So it shouldn't be conceptually the whole process. It shouldn't be too bad to evaluate. The first problem is simply an evaluation. It's asks you what's f of 6, and then what's f of 1. Right, which is negative 7 minus 1 squared. So you end up with negative 7 minus 36, which is negative 7 minus 1, which is negative 8, which is negative 43. Therefore, f of 6 minus f of 1 over 6 minus 1 is negative 51 over 5. And the slightly more challenging question is the part B. The part B says you want to know what's f of 1 plus h first. Hence, it is negative 7 minus 1 plus h squared, which is negative 7 minus 1 plus 2h plus h squared. So I end up with negative 7 minus 1 minus 2h minus h squared, which is negative h squared minus 2h minus 8. The second piece is f of 1. So f of 1 you calculated already. It is negative 8. The problem says what's the difference between those two terms and then divided by h. So I have f of 1 plus h minus f of 1, which is my numerator. So this minus negative 8 is the same as minus h squared minus 2h minus 8 plus 8, which is negative h squared minus 2h. The question wants you to divide the thing you just calculated and divide it by h. So what you end up with is f of 1 plus h minus f of 1 divided by h, negative h squared minus 2h divided by h. Don't forget, if it were subtraction, you can't really divide it. You can only divide it if it's a factored expression, right? So what you end up with is minus h minus 2, where the h can be canceled, right? So what you end up with is this term. So if you take a closer look at your problem, the third part basically is whatever you get from part B, please send the h to 0. So C, simple as said, whatever you get from B, send the h to 0. This is a linear function, which is quadratic. So when you take limit, all you need to do is just to plug in. So if you want to simplify, you simplify. You leave it like that or you leave it like this. Eyes on X, so we solve problem number 12. And if you take a closer look at other problems, to be more specific, if you have take a close look at problem 15 and 16, you may see the two problems can be solved easily. So problem 15 and problem 16 are something essentially almost identical to this one we just solved.